So hi, we're on the Good Noise Podcast with Sloane. We're going to ask some questions today. I'm going to start. So what inspired you to start the project, and what does the project name mean?
Uh, Kind of started the project by accident because my buddies have a record label, and they hit me up about just some bands that I was into, if I knew anyone, because I work with a lot of bands. And they sent me, and I sent them a bunch of songs. And this one song I sent them was "Old Hands, New Face," which is a song I did last year. And they're like, "Okay, we'll sign that song," but I don't really have a project yet, so I just kind of like made it all up. And I originally took a bunch of songs I did for other artists and kind of made them for me. And then originally I was just going to call myself Sloane Peterson, like the girl from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. If
Hmm.
you all, and then, but that was taken, so I just went with Sloane, and then I just kind of made this whole persona and made a thing. So I just thought it'd be like a fun, uh, just kind of became like a fun project organically. I didn't really have any purpose originally.
I like that.
Oh,
That's cool.
yeah, that's really cool. All right.
Yeah.
So congrats on your most recent singles. How do you feel about the response to them so far?
Well, one just came out like 2 days ago, and it's been pretty good. It's hard to judge because the first weekend, but it's been pretty good. Um, and then this, and so I'm pretty stoked on it. And it's with my buddy Perry Banks, and he just came out a month ago and is doing really well. So we're feeling really good about that, and a lot of people seem to enjoy it. The song that came out last month called "Down From Here" it was really nice because that song was super personal and pretty pretty intense lyrics, and I got a lot of messages just on all the stuff about people loving it and connecting with it. So that felt really good. That was like the song I feel like I got the most personal messages from. So that was really nice. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
well,
like
I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So can you tell me a little bit about your writing process?
Uh, yeah, pretty much just start with like a life event or some kind of thing, and piano here or something, or guitar, and just pretty much just try to tell a story. Just usually pick like one thing I'm going through, and then hopefully just be able to listen enough to hear some music that can, accent that story. But it's really just trying to write as honest as possible, and in a way that feels like I want to sing it and I want to connect with it. So the songs are, I'm not trying to be poppy or something. They're just in a way that I can kind of sing them. So they're like mantras to myself.
Okay.
Oh, okay, that's cool. That's cool. Can you tell us where your headspace was while writing those singles?
Oh, I mean, uh, probably somewhere between a mental breakdown and therapy. I don't know. But like, yeah, you just got to get them out. So I think this batch of songs was all written at the end of last year.
Okay.
And yeah, just really, struggling with a lot of stuff. But I'm really happy because I feel like the songs came out so honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
Is there a re? Oh,
no.
is there a reason why you held on to those singles for so long?
These new singles, or the first batch of singles, they were written. Sometimes you write for other artists, and it's too poppy. The label doesn't want it, or something. So I had a bunch of songs that kind of weren't working.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but like that whole Sia album, Thousand Forms of Fear or whatever, those were all songs that were denied by other artists.
Wow.
Chandelier, all those songs were she had written for other people originally. So it happens a lot. So I'd had these songs that were cool songs, but didn't work for other people. This new EP that I'm doing though now, these were all ones that I wrote between like June and December, and were all written for me, really fresh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Makes sense.
So what bands or artist influences do you think you can hear the most on these singles?
Definitely like 1975,
Mm-hmm.
Bleachers, uh, I don't know, a lot of what people would hear. A lot of 80s music, Peter Gabriel. Um, yeah, it's hard. I'm pretty bad with that kind of stuff. John Bellion, some people have said.
I hear that one.
Laney for sure. Um, yeah.
All right.
All right. All great artists, honestly. It's good.
Yeah.
Uh, so you have an EP you're actually gearing up to release, Too Young to Be Lonely. Is there anything you could tell us about that?
Yeah, it's just like it's a really nice collection of songs. I think it's my first EP that's like kind of basically all me writing for
Mm-hmm.
me, and the name is just kind of fun. It's like you're too young to be this down about anything. I think that's maybe more applicable right now in some ways, even though that's like sounds like a candy coated statement because everyone's like kind of fucked right now because of the world. But it is true. It's like, we're too, in the short scheme of things, we're too young to, be this lonely. So these are just a collection of songs of me kind of documenting life moments and hopefully breaking through some stuff. So yeah, the EP comes out in October, and really really, really excited about this body of work.
Yeah.
That's exciting. All right.
So, do you think it's easier to write for yourself or to write for other people?
Uh, Either or. I mean, just kind of depends where I'm at. Lately I haven't been writing as much in general. It just sometimes when it flows, it flows. I've been finding it's getting easier to write for me because
Okay.
I have a lot to say, and once you're okay saying it, then it just kind of comes.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. All right.
So, what did you do differently on this EP that you didn't get to do on your previous work?
Well, like I said before, a lot of the songs were written previously for the other EP. So I just kind of finished them and made them in brand for Sloane. This EP, they're all new songs. They're all new songs that were written for this project. So that's one of the main differences. And I'd say that's probably the biggest difference.
Okay.
Okay. Sick. So, you have a collab on your newest single, Good at Pretending.
Mhm.
Is there a backstory on how that happened exactly?
Perry, he also an alter ego of my best friend, and we write together all the time. We do a lot of sessions together, and he's just one of my absolute best friends, and he had played me this demo of Good at Pretending that he was working on that was just vocal, and I think it was just vocal and like one guitar or something.
Okay.
And he was like, does this talk to you at all? And I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. So I took that and then kind of got started on it. And then one of my buddies, Juan Ariza, helped me kind of just finish it. So just kind of, that's like the only one that he kind of brought to the table, but I love it. And he sounds great on it. And it's really nice to have one feature on the EP.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was just about to ask, are there any more features on the EP? It's just the one?
Next single coming out is kind of a feature. It's with my friend Tammy Infusino, but we both sing lead on it. So it's a duet. So this one, so we both sing, and it's just like piano and voice. So it's kind of the only like ballad or whatever on the EP. But I'm really excited about that one. It's called Put Down Your Weapons, coming out.
All right.
Cool.
Wait, how many songs are on the EP? I feel like I'm cutting you off, Shane. I'm sorry.
I was going to ask that question.
Oh,
Six songs.
6. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So, is there a certain feeling you want your listeners to have while listening through this EP?
Fuck, whatever they need to have, I mean, whatever. When people listen to music, it's their experience. So it's not my experience anymore. Whatever. Hopefully they just have some experience, joy, sad. Well, I don't know, whatever,
Yeah. Okay.
Just
to
feel something.
invoke emotion. So,
Yeah,
okay.
they can even dislike it if they like it. I mean, it's whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. So where do you see the project in the next 5 years?
I mean, for the bigger question of that would be, where do we see music in the next 5 years? But like,
Yeah.
I mean, music's not going anywhere, but I think, hopefully keep making albums every year. I'll do a little touring. I'll start doing some more DJ gigs, and just make it like a fun, sustainable project. I don't know if I'll do the mask for the next album. I might do something else. Just kind of keep having fun and pushing my own artistic limits.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Very cool. So for the last couple questions, we're going to shift away from music and go straight to death row. So if you're on death row, what would your last meal be with a drink?
I don't know. I hope I never get death row. I don't think I'd be on death row because you have to do something pretty fucked up to be on death row. First of all, as a general statement. So maybe we'll say like, if I was in a cabin in the woods and
Okay.
I was on hospice, what would my last meal be?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm a vegan. I have no idea. I would have to ask. I feel like I need to like call my girlfriend. I don't know. Maybe waffles. I like vegan waffles a lot. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have a drink?
Fuck, if it was my last meal, just drink a whole bottle of whiskey. I don't,
Yeah.
like
All
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah. All
maybe
right.
shoot up too. I don't know, like if it's your last meal.
All right. Wait, so you mentioned waffles. Were those just like plain buttermilk waffles or were those
No, so
like
it needs some like
blueberry?
vegan, probably gluten free, but like
Okay.
uh, nice Belgian waffles, definitely.
Belgian waffles. All right, sick, sick. So if you could live in one fiction world for a week, where would you live?
I mean, shit. I wish superheroes were real. So wish to God I could just live in the Marvel universe. But I hope that I could just eventually live in the parallel universes right in front of me.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. It bugs me that I can't see them.
Yeah.
Where like everything's running backwards instead of forward.
Well, I mean, more like there's a parallel universe right in front of me here, and I don't
Oh.
know because like the whole string theory, 11-dimensional strings.
hmm
We're in 6-dimensional universe. There's five. There's other. I mean, there's like dark matter in front of us.
Yeah.
I'd be intrigued to just like really live fully and see what's going on here.
Okay. We haven't got that one yet. That one's
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
That one was very
All right.
interesting.
Yeah.
So I have the honor of asking the last question, and every single person we've spoken to have said it's the most important question. What is your favorite color?
Colorblind.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, that answers that question then. So as I said, that's all the questions we have today. Is there anything you'd like
Okay.
to plug?
No, I mean, just hopefully check out the music. It's all Sloane songs. I think everywhere. There's a new single out now, Good at Pretending, and hopefully people just stay positive right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Wholesome.
thank you for sitting down with us. This has been Sloan, and we're the Good Noise Podcast.